Hi there. Today we are going to do and work on parallel lines and find out the different angles that it creates and how they're related. So when you have a parallel lines that's been drawn over here and it's intersected by another line which is known as transversal. Now this, when you look at it, it's not a straight line. So let me draw another one. So this is more of a straight line, but you get better as you start doing it. And when you draw it to the ruler, you can make it absolutely straight. Over here, when you look at it, these are the parallel lines, and this is the transversal. So what happens when a transversal intersects a parallel line? It forms different angles and they're related. That is what we are going to see next. So I draw another set of parallel lines. Remember, the parallel lines are infinite, so that is what we indicate by the arrow. And then there is a transversal that goes through it, and we call the transversal E and B, for example. That's a transversal. So that's intersecting the parallel lines. As it does so, you can see that these angles are being formed. And these angles, that is A and AC, or let's call them uh, a diff by a different name, for example, because we are using the transversal, which is also AB. So we can call them X and Y. So if we call them X and Y, let me use the eraser, take this out. Let's call them X and Y. So if we call them X and XC, then these X and XC are equal and they are called as corresponding angles. Can you see any other corresponding angles that's been formed over here? Yes, there are multiple ones. What about Y and YC? Y and YC, they are corresponding angles. Can you see any of the other ones? How about this? The one below, Z and ZC. They are corresponding angles too. And finally, what about V and VC? They are corresponding angles as well. So as you can see that all these corresponding angles, they are equal. Now if you think for a minute, and if you're wondering why are the corresponding angles always equal, so let's do a quick proof. If the two lines are straight and there are parallel lines, as in this case, it and a transversal always intersects them at the same angle. And if you have to think about it, you can get the two parallel lines close to one another and not need get them to touch each other, but being very close to each other. And you can see that they are the same angles. The next, we will be talking about the alternate angles. So when we did the corresponding angles by the transversal, another set of angles are called, and these are alternate angles. So over here, X and XA. And over here, another pair could be Y and YA. So X and XA, the alternate angles, they're equal. Likewise, Y and YA are also equal. If you have to think for a proof for them, we can do that proof next.